So my stream just crashed for some reason, but I immediately resumed it. So shouldn't be too bad. I don't know why it crashed. My class, I already showed off the entire build at the beginning of the video, so you can just skip back to the very beginning of the stream. But I am a necromancer, so I'm acolyte necromancer, playing the Wraithlord build with the Wraithlord helmet. I haven't seen the Decay Rogue yet, but then again, I have been playing this character for the past week, so I really haven't been dabbling too much with different builds. I probably am gonna play the Falconer, like still today, still after playing this build a little bit more, because this build has a couple of bugs, and I don't like playing buggy builds, so I'm probably going to switch to the Falconer. But yeah, I've played the Rogue before, but never the Decay build. I've played Blade Flurry on the Rogue before, and I've also played Ballista Rogue, and I've played Shuriken Rogue as well. But there used to be a bug in the game a couple of months ago where you could get 100% critical strike chance with the Rogue, but they have since fixed it. But it was so fun playing with the Rogue back then, because for probably around a month, Rogue had 100% critical strike chance constantly, like 24/7, 100% critical strike chance. But yeah, they fixed that bug. If you are new to the game, then I would actually suggest that you start playing the game on offline mode. Unless you really are going to play with friends, then obviously you should play the game on online mode, but the game is just so much better on offline mode. Like if you make the commitment that you're never really going to want to play with anyone, then offline mode is definitely a lot better. Like if I didn't have like 2,000 hours invested into online mode, then I would absolutely start playing on offline mode. But I have found out from the developers that they will not allow transferal of a character from online to offline, which is sad. Like, I really would have liked it if you could transfer your character from online to offline. Even if you can't transfer it back, I really don't care. I just would like to play offline, but unfortunately I would not want to lose all of my progress and all of my characters that I have collected in the online build. If the developers allowed it, then I definitely would have transferred my characters to offline. And I would have no problem with playing offline forever, because I don't really play with other people. I prefer to play solo, to be honest. So yeah, if you're just starting out the game and you don't have friends to play with, then absolutely play the game in offline mode.
Epoch, I will have it. Still so much to learn.
This one. Let's hope we can get the 18 vitality. If I get the 18 vitality on this fucking thing, it is going to be fantastic. Holy hells, yes. That is fantastic. That is a really good outcome. 25% chance for that to happen. I would have been happy with any of the choices, really, except the health regeneration. But yeah, the 18 vitality is a really good one. That's very good. So yeah. I think this build, like, I love this build, but honestly the bugginess of this build just really kills it for me. really kills it for me. It's not enjoyable to constantly have to bump into my own minion to make it attack again because it bugs out, and you have to wait like 15 seconds after you've done a scene transition before your minion wakes up and becomes active again. Like, it's just a really bad game breaking bugs right now that this build has, and I'm not in the mood for it. But I think we're gonna switch to the Falconer. I've been promising for a while that I'm gonna switch to the Falconer or to the Warlock, but I guess today is the day. So let's sort out our stash quickly. This will also actually be a very good leveling item, because it's actually at level 23, which is not so low, but it's pretty low still, that you can actually use the item. Low enough to be overpowered for that level, especially with the 18 stamina or the 18 vitality. That's a huge amount of vitality to have at such a low level. Okay, let's see. Let's just sort our stash out a little bit. We said we're gonna sell all of these.
Can I help you? Can I help you?
We're gonna switch characters. Let's put all of our quote-unquote usable items over here. There we go, over here. Just need to move them probably. These are all of the quote-unquote old items from my previous build, even though it's still exactly the same character. Literally this character. Okay, so these are going to stay on here because these are character specific. I'm not going to be able to use these items on any other character. This item I can use on another character. Yeah, but I'm not really going to be able to use any of the other items on another character. These ones can stay here, I think. Yeah, we can keep those there. Don't really need to move them. That one is level 63, so we might come back for that one later. Yeah, it's really just the chest and the belt that I would want to take from here. And then these ones, let's just quickly have a look. On these ones, the most important is spell damage, and then mana gained as ward is also not too bad. So 36 and 72. So this one is probably the best from those. Better than this one. And it's better than that one. So this one is the best one that I have. So which one is the next best? Probably this one. Yeah, definitely this one. So these two I will throw away. And then this one, 712. That one as well.
Can I help here?
Okay, so that's it for this character for now. I will absolutely come back and play this character because it's a really fun character. But right now, relating to the Wraithlord, there's just too many bugs. By far, there's too many bugs. So, I'll come back when they actually fix those bugs. I mean, any build that can kill tier 3 Julra in 4 seconds, and it will be able to kill tier 4 Julra in under 5 seconds if the build just functions correctly. Okay, so we're probably going to create a new character. I could, if I wanted to, take my Blade Monster and kind of turn it into a falconer, but not exactly. It won't work 100%. So yeah, we're just probably gonna start a new one. Yeah, I actually want to check all of my characters. I know this one doesn't have any leveling items. This one is a high level, but it might have some leveling items. Let's just quickly have a look. Because I usually strip all of my characters. When I stop playing my character, I strip it of all of the non-build specific gear, so that I can use that gear on other characters. So if a character has a very good item but it's not build specific, then I will remove that item, put it in my stash so that it can be used with other characters. So this one, that is a non-build specific item. It's a very good item, but here we go. You see, this is the chest that I was talking about. This is a fantastic leveling chest. A hilariously powerful leveling chest. This build is actually a monster, and it's not even perfect yet. Like, I need 2 more of these idols to make it perfect. If I can get 2 more of these idols, I will double the damage of the build. So yeah, but I stopped playing it because I just got bored with the build. Do I even have more Riverbend? Riverbend. Yeah, so I do have more Riverbends, so I don't need to remove this Riverbend. I can keep it on the character. And then we will just go basically over here, and I'm probably gonna be equipping this one instead of this one, because it's just hilariously good. Anything we want to sell here or anything? Yeah, probably. I was probably busy doing Dura or something like that previously, and I forgot to sell my items. That's actually not bad for like freeze rate multiplier, even though I have never played a freeze rate multiplier build. Yeah, these items can stay here. That's pretty much all. I can't remember any other good leveling items. Where are we now? I think LFB Gaming 6. Yeah, that's 5. Yeah, LFB Gaming 6. Let's continue the trend. We're gonna end up at LFB Gaming 25 pretty soon if we keep on going like this. Solo account found. What does that mean? I mean, I don't really get the point of these things. Like, it's just really for bragging rights, and I don't really care about that, so I don't do that.
In the beginning, there was darkness.
You can watch this one.
Only the terror, myself, and the void. I was content with nothing. She dreamt of light, of life, of humanity. We disagreed. And yet, in her world, there were gods. Mujasa of the desert, Largon of the sea, Rye of the endless skies, and Hierot of the frozen tundra. But fate stole Ekera away. Without her, there was conflict, then wars. In the end, it was Rye who sought to outshine the sun that would pull the world into his flame. Caught within Rye's gaze were the Keepers, an order sworn to protect Ekera's memory and the power it still holds. They were joined by someone unexpected, a traveler, willing to walk into the flames of war. But why? Was it honor they sought? Power? Redemption? Or was this fate? Perhaps. But no story is quite that simple.
I don't think I've seen that new starting cinematic yet.
I've never been this far from the slums. No looking back now. Time to leave Majelka behind me.
Let's return to the normal music. Let's see. I wish the game had dodging like you can find in other ARPGs, because it just helps your movement at the beginning of the game. I'm not going to read all of this stuff again, even though I don't believe I've read all of the stuff since the 1.0 release. I did read all of the stuff before the 1.0 release. Not since then, I don't think. This one should be a little bit better.
They won't forget that one.
That ability does a lot of damage. You don't want to stand in there. Come on, hit it. Shurikens, will that actually do a good amount of damage right now? I don't think so. Yeah, that doesn't do a good amount of damage. That bear can actually crit you a couple of times in a row, and then you just die. Oh, we need to see... okay, so it does actually carry over. That's actually a really good news. I'm really happy about that, because one of my concerns that I had when these faction things were unveiled was the fact that it might not carry over, because in Path of Exile, the maps never carried over. I believe they do now carry over, but they never carried over before that. For years and years and years and years, they never carried over. So you had to do an insane amount of farming and grinding on each and every one of your new characters, which was just so fucking irritating. Like hundreds of hours of farming to get your atlas map to a good point, to a good level, and then you just have to do it all over again when you start a new character, and it just pissed me off. So they recently changed it so that you don't have to do that in Path of Exile, but it's great to see that this game does it right from the start, the way that the Path of Exile devs should have done from the very start. Because any unnecessary bullshit farming that the player doesn't have to do is obviously a positive point. Your melee throwing and bows attacks. So we're not really going to be doing too much attacking. Our Falcon is going to do most of the attacking, to be honest. I don't think that one is too good. This will be good. And this one is not bad. That one is not bad. Bad. You increase damage by so you have a 5% chance to gain haste. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go for this one. Start at least. Can we specialize already? No, level 4.
When you arrived, was there a family? It was
Yeah, don't think I'm gonna read all of this again. I have read, well, listened to everything probably 3 times in the past, and they have added stuff to the game here and there, but I don't think they added too much stuff in the latest content patch with the 1.0 release. So honestly, I'm not really in the mood to listen to all of that again. Ouch. For some reason the lock-on is really bad. Like the character doesn't lock on to the enemy, like at all. Hey, I can also shift, I need to remember that.
Where'd you learn to fight? Quick, before it reaches town.
Holy hell. Oh, no, that spin does a lot of damage. Don't want to get caught in that spin.
Almost there. I'll see you ahead.
The keepers of... They're not guarding the ruins. They're traveling between them, over and over.
As soon as we reach our stash, we can get some really powerful uniques. I wonder how much experience or at least reputation you actually gain from leveling. Like if you look up at the 116566, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that just to be 100% certain. And then I want to see if it increases at all, because I'll be interested in seeing if you gain a reputation at this stage before you have actually officially joined any of the factions, you know, the merchant faction or the Circle of Fortune.
Heroes of... Thus, I propose we accept this alliance. It is not in our nature.
Ah, here we go. You can actually join them right here. That's fantastic. I just love it if developers think ahead. Like, seriously.
What? Oh, you must be familiar with the science of fortune telling as well. Then you will not be surprised when I formally...
I fucking love it when developers have brains and think ahead. Seriously. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cheat. You want to get ahead in life? So the best one for this particular build will be this one. That one will be orgasmically good. This one is pretty good. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Can't you filter by usable? You can't filter by usable. Difficult to see between all of these fucking things what you can and can't actually equip. It's a little bit irritating. We can equip these ones, for instance, if we want to. We can equip this bow. Wow, yeah, that one will actually be really powerful. And then these ones at level 14 are also really powerful. And we're going to equip that one right away and become hilariously powerful. I don't think there's anything else really. We could equip this one as well. But nope. Nothing is going to beat the one that we have right now. Don't believe there's anything else that we can equip right now. Oh, I stand corrected. That one we're going to do at level 23. Other one we're going to do at level 15. As far as I can remember. Holy shit, if I actually knew that this bow had 2 legendary potential, I would have infused this one. Absolutely. Holy balls. If you had 2 legendary potential on that one, the bow would be hilariously good. These ones bad. They're not good, but they're not bad. Can equip these ones as well, but they're not as good. And yeah, we can equip like the shield or anything like that, but or that one. But no, we're just gonna go like this. This is fine. We're already gonna rush through the start here. I don't even need to sell these because they give so little money, but anyway. We can put the one there, and then we can specialize, even though here at the beginning specializing doesn't do a whole lot. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. Channeling. I didn't know that you could make flurry into channeling. Channeling abilities are actually hilariously powerful because there are so many items in the game that make channeling that give you a channeling benefit. There's so many that give you plus to all resistances when channeling. Crazy. We can do that. We can make it into a channeling, even though our mana is gonna suffer.
You could do this, and our alliance is secure.
Yes, yes.
We'll lend our aid to heal Borea's army.
Worry. By the way, I can see a little bit of frame dropping going on, and it's probably also due to the disconnection that I had earlier, or it's a result of the disconnection that I had earlier, whatever. But obviously I always upload the local recording as well afterwards, so if you want to see today's live stream in a much higher quality, then just keep an eye on my YouTube channel. I will be uploading the 2K resolution high bitrate recording to my YouTube channel.
Easy. Too easy.
These bastards that attack you from such a long range are really irritating. Those guys. They're so irritating. Because they keep on attacking you until you get really, really close, and only then do they pop out of the ground. And they can actually kill you if there's like 3 or 4 of those bastards attacking you at once. You're just getting bombarded by a constant stream of aerial attacks. Wow, those gloves are actually not bad. They actually give a lot of health regeneration. Those blue ones that were on the ground. This battle is normally pretty difficult. But yeah, with our uniques, these guys stand no chance. And once we actually start to get a little bit of lifesteal, it's gonna be game over for these guys. We actually do have a little bit of lifesteal, but only when we critical hit. That's not technically lifesteal. Oh, we can actually equip that other belt now. This will also be a massive increase in power.
This way! You're here to help! Protect the son! The Drake! Tread carefully! Note here. That should hold them. We've reinforced that, sir. Would you hear? Well, tell you what. Let's get out of here first, and then I'll explain more. These peace talks are hardly worth it if you don't know why Orion is after us.
As Orion ordered.
So flurry does very little splash damage, but at least it does do a little bit. So if the enemies are really bunched up, then you can flash them. They literally need to be standing on top of one another.
sure you have questions, but let me first check and make sure the Epoch's safe. Good. No.
Now you get stolen. And there's nothing we can do about it.
Etera's blessing. Prayers be with you.
I don't think there's too much else we can get right now. Honestly, like, you just have to check every maybe 7 or 8 levels, then it'd be fine. Even though having a cursory quick glance won't hurt anyone. Those aren't very good. Probably swap those. Then I need to find where these were again. I can use these as well. Like, no, I don't use swap. Don't really see any new bows that I can use, for instance. That are I can use these ones, but I think I would the one I have right now, even though that gives me movement speed. We want to be melee. Yeah, we can dual wield, right? No. We can't dual wield yet. We can use these. This is a really powerful one. Definitely be more powerful than the bow that I have right now. And then also not doing fire damage right now really, but I mean, we might as well equip this. We'll do something at least. We could equip that one as well, but this one will definitely be better.
Right.
Cinder Strike. Can't remember if Cinder Strike is good. Test it and then Puncture. I don't like Puncture. Smoke Bomb is nice because you can get some buffs from it.
Everything okay? What that and what that we deck? Are you stay safe, stay alive, and bring Balthus back.
Yeah, with this bloody stuff we have now, this hammer, this is basically like a level 40 hammer that we have right here. Hilarious. We're gonna be able to one-shot most stuff.
It's really crystal fun.
And even when we do a flurry like this, we just melt them. Absolutely melted. How much rep did we gain already? So we were at 116,500. We are now, great, thank you. We are now at 116, basically flat. So we gained 500 rep. Yeah, that's a very little rep. We haven't even gained 1,000, and we need another 116,000. So it's clear that the rate that you gain is probably based on experience gained, meaning at the start of the game you're not going to be gaining a lot of reputation. You're basically not gaining any reputation at the beginning of the game. But the higher you go, the more reputation you will be gaining. Wow, those ones just disappeared. They disappeared again. What the hell is going on? And I gained about 200 favor. About 500 reputation and 200 favor. The 200 favor is not bad. Like 200 favor is actually something. But 500 experience is bloody nothing. Let's see how quickly we melt this guy.
Epoch. Reaching me was impressive, but it's mine. Come, Emberwing.
Yeah, come, Emberwing. Be melted.
The Epoch is ours. Raya, aid me. No, Raya. Now get me out of here.
Oh, the if more which, speaking of, let's head back to camp. I must reach Lena at once.
Etera's blessing. Prayers be with you.
He's back. He's been quiet since...
You're back. Now, do you go? Lena, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you too. This is what's best for us all. With the Epoch's power, I'll finally be able to...
What is this place? I don't seem to have gone far, but everything looks so different. Is there anyone here?
Is the deals additional fire damage? That's pretty good. Let's just go for this. And then otherwise than that, flurry deals more damage for each second channel. Very good.
Terra watch over you. Gods.
Yes? Gods be with you.
Minimus, run you stupid one. Leave me.
Those are new. I've never seen those creatures popping up, eating people.
Gods be with you.
was close. That was close.
What brings you here? Eterra's grace be with you.
Only a little longer. You there, help me.
Easy. Too easy.
The big day is about to come.
Come off me. Only a little longer. Impressive. Go on. I'll be right behind you.
I see.
The gods have long left this world.
What?
But their memory will...
Go on then. Bah.
I don't know if those are particularly good. Hmm, 8 mana. Doesn't look like you can really increase the size. Would have wanted to increase the size.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are gonna choose idols now, even though we can only choose like 2 idols, but anyway. I'm just gonna take a quick break. I will be back momentarily.
Follow your feet.
You can already equip this one, but we don't have minions yet, so we won't really gain any benefit from that, to be honest. And I think this one is anyway better for the start, at least. Physical resistance will be really nice. But a nice rogue one will also be nice. Like any 3-slot rogue one that gives anything relatively good will be good. Any lifesteal. This one is not good because it's per sword and the other one says per dagger, so that one is not good. Increased AoE with Cinder Strike's first attack, that's not too bad. Increased armor shred effect, even though I don't believe we really do armor shredding right now. As far as I know. This one as well, not good because the one says sword, the other one says dagger. This one as well, equipped sword, bow. Anything like that where it basically splits into two, you won't really ever be able to get the benefit from both of them. Like, I don't expect to get the perfect idol, but I should at least have something that I can use right now. Can you believe that? Not really anything that is really useful, to be honest. Physical resistance is very low, so let's get some physical resistance then, I guess. I'm gonna have to take 2 of these. something like that. Level 15, we are level 13 right now. But we can carry this with us for now. Problem. At least now we have 28 physical resistance. That's a big improvement from 0 physical resistance, obviously. That will make a marked difference. We could use the ballista, but I don't think the ballista is going to be very good. Physical and bow attack, and it's a minion. I don't think that's going to be good. We're just going to stick with what we are doing right now. I do want to change this to that. Absolutely slap them silly.
Companions, still I feel. Please, stop him.
What? Goodbye. Bah.
Gods be with you. Stay safe.
Why is my name going up like that? That's really stupid. Like, I'm not even seeing myself on the map.
Easy. Too easy.
Now we also heal ourselves when we attack. 4 HP every time we attack, and we attack 5 times per second, so that's 20 HP per second, which isn't a huge amount, but at this stage, at this level, it is a huge amount. And I'm still running around with anything on, without anything on. There's something at the top of my screen. What the hell is that? Go, level 15. Now we have a crazy powerful test. I don't think we actually need to go in there. we do, okay. Apparently we do. Attack a lot slower now. Why? Because that was removed? That's stupid. Okay, well, let's go back to this one until we at least gain one level more. Because we weren't having any issues with surviving, really, so don't really need that extra defensiveness from that chest piece.
I won't forget.
Eterra's grace be with you. Take care of yourself.
These guys actually give such a big amount of experience. You can literally see your experience jumping when you kill them.
Gods, Etera watch over you.
Do we want to go next? We have to assign at least 20 points in here. Can't really do any less. When you use a skill that costs 0 mana and hit an enemy, you can regain health. Well, we are not really going to be doing that a lot because our Falcon is gonna do most of the attacking, to be honest.
Stay back.
What a shame, poor man. But what's done is done.
Find version is out of date. Again? Got to be kidding me. I literally updated like an hour ago. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I guess we have to update again. So, guess I will do that. And let you guys know when I'm done. Probably have to restart Steam again. For that to take effect. Let's play some music. Let's try to get in now. Okay, there we go. It didn't even do an update for some reason. For some reason, it just said that there's an update to be done, but there wasn't actually any update that was downloaded. There was no update that needed to be downloaded. I guess the game just wanted me to quit the game and come back in again, because literally no update was
Gods be with you.
downloaded from Steam whatsoever. But anyway, they just wasted like maybe 3 minutes of our life, nothing too bad. So now that one, we can equip equip this one. This one gives a lot more resistances, so even though this one gives more damage because you gain a bigger effect from haste and you gain haste repeatedly, this one just makes us so much more tanky. So that's fine. And now we are actually capped on a lot of stuff. You can see this thing makes a gigantic difference to our armor, our resistances. Like, it's just insane how good this thing is. Yeah. And it gives us more mana regeneration, even though mana isn't really an issue on this build, but still. At level 16, we can maybe now get something better. Definitely rings. We can definitely get better rings. These rings are very good. I definitely will want to have them. 100% critical strike with the third strike of flurry. That is fantastic, since we are literally a flurry build. I don't know if these stack, the 100% critical strike. I don't know if they stack, but we can try it out. Or actually, will this be better? This reduces your crit. Well, it reduces your crit multiplier. I think these will be better. Otherwise than that, is there anything that we would want? Any good necklaces? No, not really. No, I don't think I will be able to get a better weapon right now than the one that I have currently. Any better gloves? No. Better boots? Well, that will give us a little bit more damage. And it will give us more movement speed. We will lose 4 dexterity, but that's not bad. So yeah, definitely take that. These ones don't really give anything useful. These ones definitely will. That one is not bad. this one gives 6 strength and armor shred. This one gives a lot of stun.
Aaron. Super Sandals speed.
The Super Sand
Shiva.
has appeared.
Shiva man. Happened.
Stun chance. I think we will go with stun chance for this one. Did you finish with the Apex or are you still busy? This one will be really, really good. Yeah, this one is really good. This one is also very good, but we can only use this one at level 35. Okay, that's it. Now we will do a lot more damage. Why is this one still locked? Healed by a powerful ruin. Why?
Panium's still to life. Please, stop him.
Did I encounter some kind of a glitch or end of time? Yeah, but I don't have that one. You see, now due to the prior disconnection, we now are a little bit screwed, because now we need to do this part over again because the quest didn't update. Fantastic. So that's what wastes a couple minutes of our life.
He's the best and shortest Apex Legends player I know. Twitch.tv/X Super Sand Legend.
That's close.
At least now we will be able to see what a difference this sword makes versus our previous one that we used, the hammer. This thing is a lot more powerful. Like easily twice as powerful. Wow, that's a lot of ruins. Because this one does 40% penetration. And the 40% penetration already is a literal 40% damage increase over the previous one. So let's see how quickly we kill him this time.
Run.
You can see much quicker. The previous time we actually ran out of mana. This time we won't run out of mana.
What a shame, poor man. But what's done is done.
Fortunately, we didn't get the same update error this time.
This is not what I was expecting.
Wow, this is a long loading screen. I guess it's because it's a hub. All of the hubs take a hell of a long time to load.
You seem a little This is what is. He might be kind enough to show you how to tap into your true potential.
And then there's also lag apparently. Quest didn't even update. You can see all of these guys are moonwalking. Moonwalking is never a good sign because that indicates a disconnection or lag. Okay, there we go. That was only like 20 seconds lag. Nothing too bad.
You've woken. I can't. If I then close your eyes.
Okay, we're gonna take Falconer.
From the potential you wish to wield, as I see that you are still you. That strength will be necessary if our world.
I really wish there was a way to just reroll. Like, I don't understand how the developers still haven't figured out the way to allow you to reroll. I mean, the game is still better than Path of Exile with regards to rerolling, because in Path of Exile there's the what do you call the specializations in Path of Exile? I forgot. I haven't played it in quite a while. The masteries? I think it's a mastery. But every class has like 3 that they can choose from. And they also don't allow you to, or they do allow you to reroll kind of, but you need to spend currency in order to do it. You need to spend the reroll points to undo your mastery. So it's really not that good. And I mean, how many classes are there in Path of Exile? I think 6 or something. Like, I really haven't played Path of Exile in a long time. Let's see here. Path of Exile classes. How many are there? Excendencies, that's what we called. Excendencies. And there are 19 excendencies. So Last Epoch only has 5 characters, and each character has 3 masteries, so that's 15. So you basically are going to have to make 15 characters. In Path of Exile, you have to make 19 characters. And like I said, essentially, Path of Exile doesn't allow you to undo your mastery, unless you're willing to spend quite a bit of currency. So, Last Epoch is still basically better in that regard, even though that's not saying much. Like, rightfully, they should just fucking allow you to reroll your character. I don't see a reason why the developers, after 6 years, still haven't made it possible for you to reroll your mastery. And they still haven't added a DPS dummy to the game, which is quite honestly one of the biggest reasons why I'm a little bit dubious about the design decisions, some of the design decisions that the developers of Last Epoch make. Because there is no reason why the game can't have a DPS dummy. Diablo has a Path of DPS dummy. Path of Exile doesn't have a DPS dummy, but it doesn't really need a DPS dummy because the community basically created a DPS dummy in the form of Path of Building. And Path of Building isn't 100% accurate, but it's pretty damn near accurate, so it's not so bad. But yeah, this game totally needs a DPS dummy. It really, really is the biggest thing that is still missing from the game.
The cultists had a philosophy. The void transcends reality, and by embracing it, so could they. After all, this world was gone. If they devoted themselves to despair, would it welcome them? A form of hope. Desperate, worthless in the end.
Never seen that cinematic, so they even added some extra cinematics to the game as well. Pretty cool. I will have to look through the game files to see if there's any more. There probably are.
You cannot hide!
Slapped that guy before he could even stand up again. Yes, I can run from you.
They won't forget.
You cannot They wish to learn.
That's a really good modifier. Increased minion melee attack speed. Plus 23% is a shitload of increase, but chance to apply frostbite on hit with cold skills will not affect your minions. So that's not really a good set, like a good combination.
They wish to want you.
They won't forget that one. Easy. Too easy.
Greetings. Farewell.
I don't think there's anything really new that we can get really. So we can just continue as is.
Who are you?
We can we already swap? Yes, we can swap to this. The question is, yeah, well, this is my boss killer basically. This is an AoE kill, but do we want to wait until level 20 before switching to that one? I mean, I think we're gonna switch to this one for our AoE skill. Probably. So that's a throwing attack. You have a chance to gain haste for 2 seconds when you or your falcon hits an enemy. Wow, that's very good. So that'll be 10%. Eventually. Falcon and ballista crit chance base 5%. Wow. That is a lot of extra damage. This is not so good. Additional dodge rating, and you gain a portion of your maximum health as endurance threshold. Yeah, that's not so good. You gain mana when you dodge. Oh, that's not good. But the 3% increased mana regen is good, and that 3% increased dodge rating is good. You do increased damage while wielding a bow, and your bow hit have a chance to grant your falcon additional melee damage for 4 seconds. But it's only 1%. Well, it's only 1, actually. That's very useless. I think this one will be very good. You will basically constantly have haste, basically. Is there anything else? You gain dexterity over there. 8% increase movement speed, that's a lot. Like a base 8%, that's a huge amount. Increase attack speed, and when you use a bow attack and hit at least one enemy, you can regain health. That's very good. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to concentrate on this first, because we obviously want to get all of this stuff. Explosive trap, net, I don't know if we're gonna use net, aerial assault, dive bomb. So we're gonna really have to focus on this, and then we can spread out a little bit later on. I think here at the beginning, I guess we can take this a little bit. 5 points, and then I don't know, we will see after that. Crimson Shroud, what's that? You gain 50% bleed chance and 5% less damage over time taken for 4 seconds. This stacks up to 3 times. You get 150% bleed chance in total. You have a chance to gain stack of Crimson Shroud when you or when your Falcon or Ballistas hit an enemy. Oh, so it's only the Falcons or the Ballistas. Okay. I don't know if we will incorporate Ballistas into this build. I didn't really know that the Ballista can even really be used by the Falconer. Like, I thought that it would really just only be the Falcon, you know. I didn't know that you can really, like, even use ballista skills while being the Falconer specialization, I guess I can say, you know. And then here, whenever a Falcon hits an enemy with Falcon strikes, it marks them. Your next damage against the marked target deals more damage and consumes the mark. Yeah, that's not good. Consuming the mark is not fun. Your Falcon deals more global damage per character level and per point of dexterity. So that won't be good at the beginning, but it will gradually increase, obviously, which is nice for sure. Falcon now heavily prioritizes enemies close to the target of your most recent attack. That sounds stupid. You basically gain no benefit. Your Falcon deals more global damage. This effect is tripled for Falcon starters. Well, that sounds very good. Falcon deals more damage effect is tripled against the moving targets. You can basically triple the damage and triple the damage. Falcon Strikes. I don't know what Falcon Strikes are. Falcon Strikes. Oh, that's the active one. Falcon rapidly hits many enemies in the target area. So that's an active ability. So this gives you 5% extra damage and then 15% extra damage per point on the active ability. And then once again, oh no, this one is just tripled against moving targets. But most enemies will probably stand still. But yeah, the 5% base is still not bad. When you consume a Falconer's Mark, your Falcon gains additional melee damage equal to a portion of your added melee damage, throwing damage, bow damage, or spell damage, depending on the type of ability used to consume the mark. The effect lasts 10 seconds and it can stack up to 10 times. Okay, that's a brain twister. Like, you would have to go do a lot of fucking calculations to figure out the damage calculations on that one out. When your Falcon kills an enemy or hits a rare or a boss, it restores health and mana to you based on your total attributes. Mana gain per 40 total attributes. Mana gain per 2 total attributes. Wow, that's actually brutal. So you need like 80 total attributes to gain 2 mana. That's a really brutal. I mean, it's a constant passive healing, but still, it's brutal. A very, very low amount. Kill threshold. When you directly use a melee throwing or bow attack and hit at least one enemy, you reduce the portion of Falcon Strike's remaining cooldown. A portion of the highest of your global increased melee throwing and bow damage now apply to your Falcon's damage. So it's only the highest portion of the highest of your global increased melee. So it's, well, that will still be a lot of damage increase. A portion of the highest of your global melee crit chance, throwing crit chance, and bow crit chance now apply to your Falcon. That's very good. When you use a melee throwing or bow attack, critically strike an enemy at least once, your Falcon gains a portion of your global melee throwing or bow critical strike multiplier. This effect can only occur at most twice every 2 seconds. At most twice every 2 seconds. So why didn't they make it once per 2 seconds? Or yeah, once per 1 second is the same as twice per 2 seconds. But that doesn't make a huge amount of sense, but anyway. Yeah, this one over here, like this tree over here, I think will give the most damage. And then that one will give constant passive healing, basically. Even though it's not particularly fantastic healing. Now I think we're gonna go like this down here. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, and then you actually have pretty big increase overall on the damage that the Falcon can do. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a quick break. Couple of minutes. I will be back shortly. So I don't know how good this Falcon passive will be, but I guess that's the entire point of trying the class out. Probably it's not gonna be as good as Cinder Strike at the beginning at least, but well, we will see. Guess we can select something else as well now. I don't know how good the Ballista will be. Really? Holy hell, this bird kicks ass. Look at that, I'm not even doing anything. Yeah, this bird is actually really good, and it does area attacks as well, area of effect. And we can also like click on the ability to activate it, and then it does like a Falcon Strike, even though I don't know what the Falcon Strike actually does. I guess we will test it out. Oh, so it does like a sweeping area of effect attack. Not bad. And this Falcon is actually impressive. Some of the enemies, like I run towards them and then they're already dead before I get to them.
Easy. Too easy.
And the Falcon also gives you haste, like every now and then when it attacks you just randomly gain haste. Really cool. Okay, so what other ability? I want to go for that one. Okay, explosive trap throws a trap that explodes when triggered, dealing, throwing, fire, damage. Traps take half a second to arm and explode when enemies walk over them or after 30 seconds. Okay. Try it out. When one of your explosive traps detonate, your falcon gains physical and elemental penetration for a short duration. This buff can stack an unlimited amount of times, but what's the cooldown on this thing? Or is there no cooldown? Costs less mana and it has increased throwing attack speed. That's useless. Maximum traps increased. You now shoot arrows attached with explosive traps up into the air that then drop around the target location. Explosive trap now scales with your bow damage instead of throwing damage and your bow attack speed instead of throwing attack speed. Okay, interesting, I guess. Whenever an explosive trap detonates, it has a chance to drop a fresh explosive trap at its location as long as there is an enemy nearby within 6 meters. 10% chance. Explosive trap dropped by the time trap sprinkler. What the fuck is the trap sprinkler? Oh, that. A node are now instead flung at nearby enemies within 12 meters rather than being dropped. Explosive traps dropped by the trap sprinkler node can now drop explosive traps when there's an enemy within 12 meters, even if there is not an enemy within 6 meters. Okay, whatever that fucking means. Creates enemy fire resistance. Okay. You now throw additional explosive traps per use, but explosive trap costs more mana. So by default it costs 8 mana, so this literally doubles the cost. But usually with throwing attacks, there's a way to reduce the cost. So that is something that you could consider. Explosive trap adds an additional chance to drop a fresh explosive trap via trap sprinkler node, but the explosive trap costs more mana. Okay, so we can try this. Don't know how the damage will be, but I guess we will see. And then once we get that other node, this one, then we will switch to bow damage probably. Instead of a melee, even though the melee flurry is very powerful. Well, it nearly kills them, actually. Like, look at that. You can just run and throw. Run, throw. Run, throw. Actually pretty nice. You just need to increase the damage. Because obviously right now I basically don't have anything that scales the damage. So the damage is really, really low. My attack speed is now hilarious. So I can still use flurry with a bow, but just need to get a very good bow. Level 36. Increase attack speed, cast speed with fire skills. That is obviously a fire skill. Wants to cast Dragon Fire. Okay, that seems pretty good. +2 to fire skills. But this one is way better with regards to damage. You have at least 40 dexterity, plus 40 bow, physical damage. That will deal 45 damage in total. Yes, 45. This deals 70. That's quite a big difference. 45 versus 70. How my bows bloody split all over the place. So Hell's Reach, Urchin Stand. So here I still have Acid Fletch. And there's Acid Fletch. So I need to move one of these bows over to the other side. Dragon Song. I only have one Dragon Song. Which one of these do I want to keep? These are 2, that one is 2, this one is 1. That one we're gonna throw away. Okay, this one is quite a lot better. We can keep both of those. I only have 2 of them. I don't really see any good bows. that I can use right now. That one's 23, but it's going to be quite a bit weaker than this one. That one is 36, it's way too far away. I might be able to get a Exalted somewhere that I could use, although Exalteds usually start from around level 30, that you can wear them. Really difficult to get an Exalted below level 30. So yeah, I'm just probably gonna have to get a good yellow bow. Doesn't this place have a cellar? No fucking cellar in this entire place.
Farewell.
Yes.
Like, if I first start increasing this damage, this will be really good. Like, not that one. This one. This right now scales with throwing, attack, damage, and fire. But once I actually get this one, then it scales with bow damage. Will be really interesting. You will immediately... What are you attacking? You will immediately increase your damage, the damage of the explosive trap, just by getting this node here. Explosive trap now instantly detonate when the arrow hits the ground, ignoring the arming time. Additionally, explosive trap has a higher chance to stun enemies. But then it's immediate explosions as well, which is obviously also really nice. Yeah, that'll be really good. I just don't know what it means by scales with your bow damage instead of throwing damage. So that literally means like melee damage, bow damage. But literally, if you have 42, then it will add 42 to the trap. If you have 18, it will add 18 to the trap. So that will be very good as well. That will immediately make the trap much better, because it's really difficult to get throwing damage at the beginning of the game. Like, throwing damage is not easy to get at the beginning of the game. But yeah, I all of a sudden got very tired. And it is right now 11 minutes past 12 at night. So, I will rather go sleep and wake up tomorrow and stream refreshed instead of trying to stay awake and not really succeeding. So I would rather go sleep and just see you guys tomorrow again. So yeah, I will also keep an eye on the patch notes that will hopefully be released, like the hot fixes and all of that kind of stuff. They've already, since the release of the game like a week or so ago, they've released 2 patches that fixes various things, like with the paladin and the acolyte and stuff like that. And the warlock's chthonic wave, or what the hell ever. So there were a couple of issues and broken abilities and bugs that were fixed, but not of the Wraithlord yet. So as soon as the Wraithlord is fixed and doesn't do the 4 different bugs that the Wraithlord currently does, then I will absolutely go play the Wraithlord again. It's a really fun build, and it uses some really interesting mechanics, in my opinion. So we will absolutely play that build again once it's fixed. But for now, I think we're gonna go balls to the wall on the Falconer. It is once again a really interesting class, just like how the Ruin Master was or is. The Ruin Master is a really interesting class, and I think this one can be really powerful if you play the Falcon ability correctly. Already the Falcon ability just by its own, I mean, I'm not stacking physical damage, I'm not stacking minion damage, I'm not stacking melee damage, and already the scaling of this ability is really powerful. So I think it can be made even more powerful, like insanely powerful, if you actually stack those things, if you start stacking those things. So yeah, and then in addition to that, just to back up our bird, we are gonna do explosive traps, I think. And I think with a bow, running around with a bow will be good, because you don't want to be close against the boss with a melee weapon like this in the late game. In the late game, you will get absolutely torn apart if you stand close to a boss with a melee weapon. If you're a rogue, like if you're a paladin or a primalist in bear form, you can totally manage it, but not the rogue really. So anyway, we will continue playing the build tomorrow, and we will see how far we get. We got to 21 today, so we will play the game more tomorrow. So yeah guys, that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.